Our topic for this video is multiplication of polynomials. Multiplying polynomials can be done using distributive method, vertical method, and FOIL method. So meron tayong 3 types or tatlong methods na pwedeng gamitin if we are multiplying polynomials. Pero itong si FOIL method, ginagamit lang siya if the given are 2 binomials. Itong FOIL method. Then meron tayong iba't ibang ma-encounter in multiplying polynomials like multiplying monomials, multiplying 2 binomials, and multiplying 2 or more terms. So, mag-start muna tayo kay multiplying monomials. So, I have here examples of monomials. Okay? So, sa una, we have a to the third power times a to the second power. Okay? So, dito, we need to apply the laws of exponent. So, example, we have the base A, then ang exponent niya ay 3, then yung exponent ng kabila is 2. So, i-add lang natin yung exponent, so we have A raised to the 5th power. Okay, kailangan yung knowledge natin sa law of exponent is alam natin para may apply natin siya dito kay multiplying polynomials. Okay, next example. Kung kanina, variable lang ang nasa example natin, this time, meron na tayong constant. So, kung meron tayong constant, we are going to multiply the constant. So, here we have 5 times the other constant na base, which is 3. Then, our variables is the variable m. Yung unang m is to the third power, yung pangalawa ay to the fourth power. So, i-plus natin yung exponent. So, start tayo sa multiplying the numbers or the constant. 5 times 3 is 15. Then, yung base m is to the 7th power. So, we have 15m to the 7th power. Okay, next. We have 3 monomials. 2n squared times negative 3mn cubed times 4m squared. Okay, let's list down the constant. So, we have 2 times negative 3 times positive 4. Okay? So, nung tinignan natin yung ating given, ang variables natin is the letter m and n. So, we have m tapos n. So, tingnan natin yung exponent ni m. Dito, yung unang letter m, ang exponent niya, of course, is 1, yung invisible 1. Then, yung second m, the exponent is 2. So, we have 1 plus 2. For the base n, ang exponent niya, the first n is 2. Then, yung pangalawa ay 3. So, we have 2 plus 3. Okay, next. Let's simplify. I-multiply natin 1 by 1. Starting with 2 times negative 3. Of course, we have negative 6. Then, negative 6 times positive 4. We have negative 24. Now, let's move on with the variables. We have m to the third power and n to the 5th power. Okay? Importante rin na maalala natin yung multiplying integers kasi dito may encounter din natin yung pag-multiply ng negative and positive. Okay, next. This time, we are multiplying monomial and a binomial. So, ang ating monomial is 2x and the binomial is 5x plus 9. Dito, we are going to use the distributive method. So, ano ba yung distributive method? Pag sinabi nating distributive method, we are going to distribute one of the terms. So, dito, outside the parenthesis is a monomial, yung nasa loob ay binomial. So, kung sino yung mas konti, siya yung ating i-distribute. So, si 2x, so paano ba yung distributive property? So, si 2x, i-multiply natin kay 5x. Then, si 2x, i-multiply din natin kay positive 9. Okay, pinaghiwalay natin yung ating binomial. So, this is the 5x and this is the positive 9. Okay, then let's proceed with multiplication. So 2x times 5x is 10x to the second power. Then positive times positive is positive. Then 2 times 9 is 18. Then bring down lang natin yung variable x. So our product is 10x to the second power plus 18x. Okay, next example. We have negative b squared c times 3b minus 4. Okay, so i-distribute natin si negative 5b squared c. Okay, so mauuna muna tayo kay 3b. Ang sign ng ating monomial is minus. So we have, or negative. So we have negative 5b squared c. Then, yung second term ng binomial ay negative 4. Okay? So, let's compute. Negative times positive is negative. 5 times 3 is 15. Then, I have here the variable b. Yung una is to the second power. Yung pangalawa is to the first power. So, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So, we have b to the third power. Then, walang kapareho si variable c. Bring down lang natin. Or itabi lang natin din sa letter b natin. Next, we have negative 5 times negative 4. So, we have positive. 5 times 4 is equal to 20. Dahil walang kasamang variable si negative 4, i-bring down lang natin yung kasama ni 5, which is b squared c. So, the product is negative 5, negative 15, b to the third power c, plus 20b squared c. Okay. Move on with multiplying monomial and trinomial. Kanina, binomial lang. So, ngayon, dagdagan pa natin ng isa. Gawin nating trinomial. Okay? So, katulad kanina, we are still going to use the distributive property. So, ang ating i-distribute ay si 3m. So, we have 3m times the first term of the trinomial, which is m squared. Then, positive ang ating 3m, so positive 3m, times the second term of the trinomial, which is 7m. Then, times natin ulit kay 3m, multiplied by the last term of the trinomial, which is the negative 8. Okay? Simplify na natin isa-isa. 3 times the invisible 1 na kasama ni m squared is equal to 3. Then, meron akong m. Then, dito meron akong m squared. So, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So, we have m to the third power. Okay? Positive times positive is positive. 3 times 7 is 21. Then, m times m is m squared. Then, positive times negative is negative. 3 times 8 is 24. And then, bring down m. So, the product is 3m cubed plus 21m squared minus 24m. Okay, another example. So, we have 2y squared times the trinomial 3y squared minus 5xy minus 4x squared. Okay, so let's distribute the monomial. So, we have 2y squared times the first term of the trinomial, 3y squared. Then, ang ating monomial is positive. So, positive 2y squared times the second term of the trinomial, which is negative 5xy. And we have positive, dito ko na ilalagay sa baba, we have positive 2y squared times the last term of the trinomial, negative 4x squared. Okay, sana makita nyo pa kahit nasa pinakadulo na ng ating screen. So, start tayo sa una. We have 2y squared times 3y squared. So, 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Ito natin ilagay yung answer. We have 6y to the fourth power. Next, positive 2 times negative 5 is equal to negative 10. Ang variables na kasama ay x and y. So, bring down natin si x. Since sa monomial natin walang x, but there is the base y. So, dito dalawang y, dito isang y. So, all in all, we have 3 or y to the third power. Okay, next, we have positive 2 times negative 4 is equal to negative 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Okay, bring down natin si x squared. Bring down din natin si y squared. Okay, so our final answer is 6y to the fourth power minus 10x y to the third power minus 8x squared y squared. Tandaan, kapag hindi isa ang variable, kapag dalawa or more, siguraduhin natin na naka-arrange siya alphabetically. Okay? Multiplying two binomials. So ngayon, we are going to multiply two binomials using FOIL method. So yung FOIL method, the acronym FOIL means F for first term, O for outer term, I for inner term, and L for last term. So example, we have this binomial. We have x plus 5, the first binomial, and x plus 3, the second binomial. So, tandaan na si FOIL method ay ginagamit lang if the given are two binomials. So, the first step is let us identify who are the first term. So, in my example, the first term is the variable x of the first binomial and also the variable x of the second binomial. So, yun ang ating first term. Next, for the outer term, sila po yung kapag tiningnan mo yung dalawang binomial na magkatabi, sila yung nasa labas, sila yung outer part. So, that is the first variable x of the binomial and yung positive 3 sa second binomial. They are the outer terms. Next, let's have the inner terms. Okay? Kung ito si outer term, of course, ang partner niya ay si inner. So, ito po ang ating inner. If this is the outer term, ito naman si inner terms. And of course, ang kapartner ni first, of course, ay si last. So, ito ang ating last term, si positive 5 and si negative 3. Okay? So, na-identify ko na kung sino dyan yung first, outer, inner, and last. So, tandaan yung position nila kasi hindi yan nagbabago. So, kung sino yung mga nasa first term, sila yung ating imumultiply. So, we have x times x. Then, for the outer terms, we have positive x and positive 3. For the inner terms, we have positive 5 times x. And for the last term is positive 5 times positive 3. Okay, now let's multiply one by one. So, x times x is equal to x squared, or x to the second power. Then, positive x times 3 is equal to positive 3x. And positive 5 times x is equal to positive 5x. Kapag minultiply ang number or ang constant sa variable, pinagtatabi lang natin siya. Laging tatandaan na nauuna lagi ang constant kaysa kay variable. Then, we have positive 5 times positive 3 is equal to positive 15. Okay? So, if you are going to use FOIL method, usually or kadalasan, yung makikita mo kay outer at kay inner ay similar terms. Okay? Usually, the terms na nasa outer and inner, ito yung sagot ng outer tsaka inner natin ay 3x and 5x. Okay, yan sila. Usually, yung makikita mo kay outer and inner ay similar terms. So, kapag similar terms, kailangan natin siyang i-combine to simplify the expression. So, as you can see, we have 3x plus 5x. So, 3x plus 5x is equal to positive 8x. Okay, pinag-plus lang natin kasi yun yung sinasabi sa expression. Then, bring down x to the second power and bring down positive 15. So, the product is x squared plus 8x plus 15. Okay, another one. We have these two binomials, 5x minus 2 times the binomial 2x plus 3. So first step, let us identify the first terms. Of course, first terms are 5x and 2x. Okay, sulat ko na dito si first term. So we have 5x times 2x. Okay, after the letter F, of course, si outer term. This is the outer term, 5x. Ang partner naman niya ay si positive 3. So, let's bring down positive 5x times positive 3. Then, pagkatapos ni outer, we have the inner. Inner term and inner term. So, we have negative 2 times positive 2x. And our last term is negative 2 and positive 3. Okay, tandaan lagi yung position ni F, O, I, and L. Okay, now let us simplify. Start tayo kay 5x times 2x. 5 times 2 is equal to 10. X times x is x to the second power. Okay, next, for our outer terms, positive times positive is equal to positive. 5 times 3 is equal to 15. Then, copy lang natin yung variable x. Next, we have negative times positive is negative. 2 times 2 is 4. Then, bring down natin si variable x. Then, last term, negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6. Okay, sabi ko nga, yung nakuha nating answer for outer and inner terms ay kadalasan ay similar terms. Hindi palagi, pero usually. Okay, hindi naman palagi, pero there are times or mostly they are similar terms. Okay, so dito, ang ating outer and inner terms, ang sagot nila is 5x and negative 4x. So, kung dun lang tayo titingin, that will be 15x minus 4x. Okay? So, 15 minus 4 is equal to 11. Then, copy natin yung variable x. Then, that is positive. So, bring down 10x to the second power and bring down negative 6. So, our product is 10x squared plus 11x minus 6. Another example, we have x squared minus 3, then the other binomial is x squared minus 2. So, identify natin again, the first term is x squared. Then, ang partner niya is x squared din. So, sulat natin, x squared times x squared. Okay, after the first term, let's have the outer term, x squared and negative 2. So, we have positive x squared times negative 2. Then, the inner terms, negative 3 and x squared. So, we have negative 3 times x squared. And the last term is negative 3 times negative 2. Okay, so let's simplify. We have x squared times x squared is x to the fourth power. Okay, next. We have positive x squared times negative 2. So, positive times negative is equal to negative. Then, negative 2x to the second power. Next, we have negative 3 times x squared is also negative, then 3x to the second power. Last term is negative 3 times negative 2, that is equal to positive 6. Okay, huwag kakalimutan. Multiplying similar signs or same signs, the answer is positive. So, doon tayo sa sagot na na-obtain natin kay outer and inner. So, that is negative 2x squared and negative 3x squared. Okay, pareho silang x squared, so they are similar. So, that is negative 2 minus 3. So, we cannot subtract, so i-add natin sila. We will have 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Of course, we will copy the sign of the first number. that is negative, then bring down x to the second power. Bring down positive 6 and bring down x to the fourth power. So, ang answer natin is x to the fourth power minus 5x squared plus 6. Now, let's move on with multiplication of a polynomial by another polynomial. So dito, we are going to use the distributive method. So after you get the answer for using the distributive method, we will get the simplest form of our answer by combining the similar terms. So dito, yung ating unang polynomial is a binomial, 2x minus 3. Yung pangalawa naman is a trinomial, first term, second term, third term, tatlong term, so trinomial. So, binomial, trinomial. So, ang ating i-distribute is yung may konting term. So, that is 2x minus 3. So, paghiwalayin natin si 2x minus 3. So, we have 2x and negative 3. Okay? So, ayan na yung binomial natin. Pinaghiwalay ko na. So, 2x ay i-multiply natin sa ating trinomial na 8x squared plus 7x plus 2. Ganon din si negative 3. I-multiply din siya kay 8x squared plus 7x plus 2. Okay, now, let's multiply. Let's multiply by each term. So, start tayo kay 2x times 8x. So, 2x times 8x, the answer is 16. Then, x to the third power. Okay, next. After kay 8x, doon naman sa next niya, we have 2x times positive 7x. So, we have positive 14 x to the second power. Okay, next. We have 2x dun sa last term, which is the positive 2. So, positive times positive is also positive. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. And then the variable x. Sulat lang natin. Okay? So, kung paano yung ginawa kong kanina, yun din yung gagawin natin sa pangalawa. Okay, start tayo kay negative 3 times positive 8x squared. So, negative 3 times positive 8 is equal to negative 24x squared. Okay? Since ang ating sagot ay may kasamang variable na x squared, hanapin natin dito yung may x squared. Of course, ang merong x squared ay si 14. So, yung negative 24, isusulat natin siya sa ilalim ni 14x squared. So, we have negative 24x squared. Okay? So, pinagtapat natin yung similar terms. Okay? They are similar kasi meron silang same variable and same exponent of the variable. Okay, next. After sa first term, dun tayo sa pangalawang term. So, we have negative 3 times 7x. So, negative times positive is equal to negative 21x. Ang kasama po ni 21 is variable x. So, dito yon. Meron din tayong 4x. So, they are similar. So, doon siya sa baba ni 4x. So, we have negative 21x. And the last one is negative 3 times positive 2. So, negative times positive is equal to negative. Then, 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Okay? Sana nakakita pa yung nasa gilid. Okay? So, after natin pagtapatin yung mga similar terms, we can now combine the similar terms. So, pwede na natin pagsamahin yung mga similar terms. So, starting off with bring down negative 6 kasi wala naman po siyang kasimilar terms. Then, we have 4x plus negative 21x. So, different signs yan. We cannot add. So, magma-minus tayo. 21 minus 4 is equal to 17. Huwag kakalimutan yung variable x. Okay? Ang ating sign is negative kasi ang larger number ay negative. Okay, next. We have 14 plus negative 24x to the second power. So, different signs. Kaya hindi tayo pwedeng mag-plus. We will change into subtraction. So, 24 minus 10 is equal, 24 minus 14, is equal to 10. Then, ang larger number, the sign of the larger number is negative. So, negative ang ating answer. Bring down natin si x to the second power. And we can now bring down 16x to the third power. So, the answer is 16x cubed minus 10x squared minus 17x minus 6. Okay, another example. This time naman, we have binomial. Excuse me. We have binomial. Then, yung nasa kabila is ilang terms? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have multinomial. So, ang mas konti ay si binomial. So, si binomial ang ating paghihiwalayin. So, we have 3x and positive 1. So, multiply natin kay 5x cubed plus 2x squared plus 6x minus 4. The same din kay positive 1. Doon din natin i-multiply. We have 5x cubed. Next is 2x squared plus 6x minus 4. Okay, let us multiply one by one. Start tayo kay 3x times the first term, 5x cubed. So, 3 times 5 is equal to 15. Then, x to the fourth power. Next, let's have 3x times the second term, 2x to the second power. So, multiply natin. Positive times positive is equal to positive. And 3 times 2 is equal to 6. X times x squared is equal to x to the third power. Okay, next. We have 3x times the third term, 6x. So, positive times positive is positive. 3 times 6 is 18. Then, x times x is x to the second power. And let's have 3x times the last term, negative 4. So, positive times negative is equal to negative. 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Then, copy natin na variable x. Okay? Now, doon na tayo kay 1 times 5x cubed plus 2x squared plus 6x minus 4. Dahil sa 1 natin siya ita-times, hindi na natin kailangan isolve. Kasi kung ano yung question, yun din yung ating answer. So, same lang yung sagot natin. So, isulat na lang natin sa tamang place yung ating mga terms. So, dito, ang una is 5x to the third power. So, we will write it under the 6x to the third power. Kasi pareho silang to the third power. So, we have 5 x to the third power, followed by 2x squared, of course, plus 2x squared. So, pareho din silang x squared. Then, we have positive 6x, pareho din silang x. And then, negative 4 or minus 4. So, now, let's combine similar terms na makikita natin sa ating mga products. So, bring down natin si negative 4. Next is negative and positive. Nakita nyo naman na different sign. So, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-plus. So, magma-minus tayo. 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. Ang larger number ay si 12. 12 is negative. That's why our answer is negative 6. Then, copy the variable x. Next, parehong positive. So, we can add 18 plus 2 is equal to 20. Then, copy the variables x to the second power. Huwag kalimutan si positive sign. Next, we have both positive. So, 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. Then, copy x to the third power. and positive sign. Then, bring down natin si 15x to the fourth power. So, our product is 15x to the fourth power plus 11x to the third power plus 20x squared minus 6x minus 4. Tandaan, kapag may nakita pa kayong similar terms, kailangan mo silang i-combine. In this example, we have trinomial. We have 1, 2, 3. Then sa kabila, 1, 2, 3. So, parehong trinomial yung pinag-multiply natin. So, itong first polynomial, siya ang ating hahati-hatiin. Okay? So, we will start with x to the second power and negative 5x and positive 2. Okay? Multiply natin dun sa second trinomial. So, multiply by 2x to the second power plus 3x plus 1. Ganon din si negative 5x. So, times natin 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. Then, we have 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. Okay? Isa-isa nating i-multiply. Start tayo kay x squared times 2x squared. Okay? So, that is 2. Then, x to the fourth power. Okay, next. We have x squared times natin dun sa second term na 3x. So, positive times positive is positive. Then, we have 3. Then, x to the third power. Then, we have x squared times the last term, positive 1. So, we have positive x to the second power. Hindi natin ilalagay yung 1. 1 is always invisible. Okay, next. Doon tayo sa next. We have negative 5 times 2x squared. Okay, so negative times positive is negative. So, 5 times 2 is 10. Then, yung kasama niyang variable, x times x squared is x to the third power. So, dito natin ilalagay sa ilalim ni 3x cube yung ating sagot. So, we have negative 10 x to the third power. Okay, next. We have negative 5 times the second term. So, negative times positive is negative. 5 times 3 is 15. And then, x to the second power. Okay? As you can see, pareho ng exponent and variable yung magkakatapat. And we have negative 5x times the last term, positive 1. So, positive times negative is negative. And negative 5x. Okay, doon tayo sa last pairs. So, we have positive 2 times the first term, 2x squared. So, we have positive 2x to the second power. Okay, pag tinignan nyo, pare-pareho yung ating exponent and variable, yung mga magkakatapat. Next, we have positive 2 times the second term, 3x. So, positive times positive is positive. 2 times 3 is 6. Then, copy the variable x. And the last term is positive 2 times positive 1. So, we have positive 2. Okay, sana nakikita po yung sinulat ko sa dulo. So, let's get the product. Now, let's get the product. So, let's combine similar terms. Okay, bring down lang natin si positive 2. Then, as you can see, magkaiba ng sign. So, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-plus. We will proceed with subtraction. So, 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. Then, copy natin yung variable x. Ang sign ng answer natin ay positive since mas mataas si 6 kaysa kay 5. Pero sabi nga natin, kapag 1, hindi po natin sinusulat. Kaya burahin natin. Okay, next. So, next one is tatlo sila. So, kapag wala kayong nakitang constant, ibig sabihin there is the invisible one. O, sulat ko na ha, para maayos yung pagkakaplas natin. So we have, okay, let me correct this one. This is 4, hindi to 2. So correct natin ha. This is 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So this is 4. 4x to the second power. Okay, so tuloy natin. So dito, we have positive 1 plus negative 15 plus 4. Okay, unahin natin yung parehong positive. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Then 5 plus negative 15. So magkaiba sila ng sign, kaya hindi tayo pwedeng mag-plus. So we will have subtraction. 15 minus 5 is equal to 10. Then the highest number is 15. 15 is negative, so our answer is negative 10. So we have negative 10 and then copy x to the second power. Next, as you can see, we have positive and negative. Magkaiba ng sign. So hindi tayo pwedeng mag-plus. So magma-minus tayo ulit. 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. Then, ang sign ni 7 ay negative because mas malaki si 10 and 10 is negative. And bring down natin si x to the third power. And bring down 2x to the fourth power. Okay? Wala siyang kaparehas, kaya wala nakaline sa kanya. So, our product is 2x to the fourth power minus 7x cubed minus 10x squared plus x plus 2. Thank you for watching and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell para updated kayo sa mga susunod kong video.